Denver Broncos have a terrifying new defensive system that is just tearing up the NFL this year, and they're consistently winning games that they probably should lose due to their offense just not putting up good points, all right? I mean, today or last night, they put up 10 points, right? And they only allowed their opponent, the Raiders, to 7, and they still were able to win this game. That is unbelievable. And I kind of wanted to break down some of the film. So on this play specifically, we're going to send Nick Bonito to the outside tackle. We're going to utilize our guys in these stunt situations. So we're going to reach the point of attack, bend to the outside. We're going to bend to the inside, and we're going to even more bend to the inside, okay? So we're trying to really utilize this stunt, but it's not going to be a real stunt. What I mean by that is we're going to act like we're going to stunt to the right, and then we're going to bounce back this way once the quarterback tries to step up in the pocket. Now, this guy is our lane integrity guy. Whenever you're rushing 4, right, there's always a lane that opens up for the quarterback. So right here, we actually send 5, but you see the stunt action trying to work here. Boom. Reach point of attack at the center, get to the inside. Reach point of attack at the guard, get to the center. As we loop around, we're going to see our guy Zach Allen start to get a little bit of leverage off the edge. And we know this guy coming around here, he's most likely going to step up in this direction. That's the only place he can go. So instead of 98, our guy here going up that gap, he says, wait, no, I got to go fill the opposite gap because Zach Allen won. Right? So, boom, he comes back around. Now, Geno Smith has nowhere to scramble to, and they end up getting the sack. I believe Zach Allen hits him from the backside, gets it to go pause, right? But, again, beautiful job of this defense. They're so terrifying to any quarterback in the NFL, to any offense in the NFL, especially if you have a beaten-up offensive line. And in this game, they had 26 total pressures on the quarterback. They had 9 sacks. Right, 4 QB hits, 13 hurries. They were just nasty. And we're going to break down a ton of film. Before we dive in, hit the like button. Let's see if we can get over 700 likes, and let's dive in. What makes this defense so terrifying is their edge rushers. Jonathan Cooper, Nick Bonito, right? They've got a bunch of other guys. Well, Jonah Ellis is nasty. And the list just goes on and on and on. They have so many guys that can just make you pay. But also at the same time, when they're healthy and you have PS2 out there and you have J.D. Barron out there and you have, just all these guys, Jaquan McMillan, the defensive secondary is also terrifying. And then the second level, you've got guys like, for example, Dre Greenlaw coming in here, Alex Singleton, right? They've just got a bunch of guys everywhere, right? And on this rep right here, we're going to see just a clear rush off the edge with Nick Bonito. Let's see, offensive line is going to be in a 5-man scat, okay? So what that means is they're sliding to the left and they're man-to-man to the right. Now, the one thing you hate to see is man-to-man with Nick Bonito or Jonathan Cooper, right? It's a nightmare matchup. Nick Bonito, look how he lowers his center of gravity, gets low, gets underneath the shoulder pads of this tackle because these guys tend to be so big, it's hard for them to reestablish leverage underneath the shoulder pads. If you're lowering your center of gravity, rips through, bends off the edge, and gets a sack here, as well as a couple of other guys get in there as well. But I think he gets credited for the sack. Also, when you're coming out in 11 personnel, I don't understand why teams are, having Genty on this side, chipping and releasing. You have to. If you don't do it, you're going to get sacked almost every single time, unless you have 2 of the best tackles in football, which they do not as of right now. And you see that right here with Nick Bonito flying off the edge. Jonathan Cooper's in there as well. It's just like, good luck. Good luck. There's no real game plan that you can have that's going to work every single time unless you are chipping and releasing off the tight end and the running back every single play. But then you just have less routes. Now, really quickly, guys, do me a big favor. Like I said before, hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. Helps out the channel so much, but also, and most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family, and we will be covering the Denver Broncos throughout the entirety of the season. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns, whatever you guys want to see, we got you guys covered. So make sure you join the family and let me know what you guys want to see next. If it's an individual player, we can make that happen. Like if you want to see J.D. Barron, we can do that. If you want to see Dre Greenlaw, whoever you want to see, just let me know in the comments. But here's another big time play. From this defense, we're going to see a one-on-one to the outside here. We're going to establish outside leverage as then we spin towards the inside. And the same thing over here. We're just going to get not the same thing, but just a man beater, right? Zach Allen's going to just beat this left guard off the rip. Right, look at this thing. Beats him off the rip. Forces him to step up and right into Nick Bonito. Again, Nick Bonito is a freak. Let's watch this from the other angle. How quickly he's able to beat this man in terms of Zach Allen. Right, lining up in a 4-eye technique right on the inside shoulder of that tackle. Gets all that weight onto the inside foot of the guard. Breaks to the outside. No leverage. Beats him. And then same thing with Nick Bonito. Beats him on the inside. It's terrifying. What are you supposed to do? The NBA season is officially back, which means we all have a chance to over 1,000x our money using the sleeper app this year, and that is what I am using, at least for the opening couple of days and weeks and months of the NBA season this year. You guys need to get in on the action as well. And again, if you want to over 1,000x your money, this is the place to do it. Now, first things first, I want to give you my pick, but I do want you guys to know if you use my promo code DUBS, you'll get a $100 match on your first deposit, which means if you put in 100, they'll give you 100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50 to use, right? That's amazing. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 different states. Make sure you check out Sleeper. Let's get into my pick. So I'm going to go more than a double or half a double-double for Zubac. I love this line here versus Utah. Honestly, I think it's a lock. I'm also going to look at Giannis, and I actually want to see, do they have him for a potential double-double? I don't see it on here. Oh, right here, yeah. I'm going to go more. I think he's going to get at least 10 rebounds. You know he's going to put up 10 points. I love that as well. Jaylen Brown, right? We know Jason Tatum's out. I think he's going to be really good. 30 PRA. Let's go more than 30 PRA. Anything else you want to throw in there? I like Michael Porter to score some points today. His alt line, it's at about 19.5. Will he score 20 versus Charlotte? I think he really could. Is there anything else I really, really love in here? I do like Jalen Johnson. We go like rebounds, assists, maybe. First quarter rebounds. Don't love it there. You know what? I'm going to keep it at that. I like what I have. I'm going to put in, and I have a profit boost on it. So I like that. 20 to win, 57. But I'm so confident in this, I'm actually going to put 30 on it. 31.63. I don't mind that at all. Let's do it. Put that in. Let me know what you guys are doing for Sleeper. Again, check it out. Use promo code DUBS. Get that match deposit. Let me know what you guys do tonight. Now, don't get me started on when they show pressure and send it in a certain area and then fake it in a different area. It really affects how this offensive line, but more importantly, how their sixth man in this protection works it out, right? Now, right away, we see they're showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, how many of these guys do you think are actually coming, right? If they send 7, there's just one extra that nobody can block, right? Now, they might be setting a cover 0, but they're not. They're going to send one of these guys in, but you're going to notice everyone's going to act like they're coming, except for this guy. This guy's going to drop back immediately, but this linebacker acts like he's coming. Now, what that does is applies a lot of pressure. You see hat on a hat pretty much everywhere. The running back chooses to pick up through that A gap, right? But the thing is, this guy doesn't bite in, right? He drops back. No one picks up to Hufang off the edge. And he gets an easy, clean sack. Again, being able to manipulate not only the offensive line here, act like we're coming up that A gap, force the running back to pick up just slightly, right? Acts like he's coming. Cooper drops back. He has no idea what to do. No idea. And that little stunt right there, that helps out perfectly. I mean, Raheem Mostert just makes a bad decision. He should be helping out over here anyway. Because now there's two guys doing nothing. There's Raheem Mostert and the left guard doing nothing. Right? They have nothing to do. No one to really block. Great job by Ufang. I mean, again, just a good scheme. Love the way this defense is run. Here we go again. Now they show double mug. Okay. Double mug is essentially when you line up two backers or pretty much anybody over that A gap. Really apply a lot of pressure to the inside of this offensive line. And what ends up happening here is they're going to drop both these guys back. Neither of them are coming, but the offensive line is really focused on guarding that A gap pretty much right away, which allows them to generate pressure off the corners. And then they get a one-on-one with John Franklin Myers. Again, nightmare matchup. I mean, this offensive line is beating up a ton. They've got like maybe 2 starters from the beginning of the season left on this offensive line. Maybe. I know they're missing Colton Miller. JPJ's out. I think their right tackle was out for a little bit. I don't even know. But either way, right, they're in a scat protection with their sliding left man-to-man right, and their man on the right side gets demoralized by John Franklin Myers. Yeah, let's watch this from the other angle. There's just nothing to do, man. You can't do anything. They'll line up in wide 9 stances, right? Wide 5, wide 9 over here outside the shoulder of the tight end over here. They chip and release here. They chip and release here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have 2 chips to the outside, and it really does not do anything. Right? Both edges get pressure off the edge, and then John Franklin just smacks his guy to the side. Boom. I mean, it is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So again, 26 total pressures, 9 total sacks. A couple of those were like combined sacks. So I think 6 in total. 4 QB hits, 13 hurries. Had a batted ball down, had an interception, 28 stops. This team is elite defensively. If they can get their offense going, this is one of the best teams in football. But right now, their offense is not great. Let me know what you guys think overall. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications for more of these updates and videos throughout the entirety of the season. And let me know what you guys want to see next. Peace.